When you think of yourself, do you think I'm black, I'm white, I'm neither?
My mother is white and my father is black.
His father was a black man from Kenya. His mother, a white woman from Kansas.
My mother is Jewish. That's my religion. But my race, I'm black.
I'm created of my mother and my father, and it seems odd for me to choose.
My mother is white and Jewish, and my father is black.
Once you have black in you, you're black.
I'm white. White. White!
I'm half black and half white.
My mother's white.
Mulatto. Hell no.
That word pisses me off.
It's basically a derogatory term of a person who's confused, doesn't know what they are.
Essentially, what it means is a person that is of mixed race, half white and half black.
When I hear mulatto, I think of mule, and I think of a mule is a thing that has been forced together, is sterile, and so it is negative.
I love the word mulatto because I love old, antiquated language that is used to describe race. I love the way that a lot of artists and thinkers and writers are taking back those words and re-signifying them, re-meaning them.
A lot of people nowadays use that term because to them it's a better description of what they are racially than either white or black.
The what are you question.
What is he?
What are you?
Well, what's his background?
I get that every single day.
I don't know.
When they ask what I am, I say I'm German, Irish, Jamaican, and Scottish. Very clean off the tongue.
When people ask me what am I tell them I'm human.
I don't think people know how to see me. They have lots of questions because you can't look at me and say, oh, she's definitely black, or oh, she's definitely white, or she's definitely Hispanic. People just don't know.
And I like to refer to myself as multi-ethnic. That's what I always say. When people ask me, I say multi-ethnic, or if they say, what are you? I say I'm a New Yorker.
I identify being a black man.
My identities, my races really operate in tandem. Like blackness is understood through Jewishness and whiteness. Whiteness and Jewishness is understood through blackness.
I'm created of my mother and my father, and it seems odd for me to choose.
When I was 4, I thought I was white. My mom tells me this, I mean, I don't remember, but she had to sit me down and explain to me, no. She did it with coloring crayons, actually. She said, here's brown, and here's white, or here's, peach color. And she would color one and color that, and she's like, this is you.
People of mixed race in particular tend to be conflicted in this society in terms of how they should identify, because society wants to impose one particular identification on them. But quite often what they see in the mirror or in their household, their extended family, contradicts that.
The world around me identified me as a black person, and as a result of that, I also identified myself as a black person.
We are in a society that one of the ways in which people get abused is over race. People are determined it's better or worse based upon what their skin color is, what they look like, how they racially appear.
I was sitting in the back of the bus on the cell phone talking to my mom. A couple ladies who were sitting in front of me overheard my conversation. They turn around, they look me in my face, both of them do, and they turn back around and they say, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that's a black girl talking like that. She sounds so white, and they said it so loud, and I was surprised in my feeling. I just felt mortified. I was surprised that I felt that way, but I'm always put in those positions where I have to monitor the way I talk around certain people because I don't want to give off that I'm too white or too this or too that.
And then the kids used to hunt me for sport. They would play manhunt, but it would be like, let's chase the nigger. And I would get beat up a lot. And being by yourself, nobody ever came to my defense.
Growing up, my parents were completely normal. They never made comments to me being like mixed. It wasn't until I got into elementary school that I realized that my family was different, and in that sense, I thought that they were different.
I guess I always I was brought up wanting the issue of being mixed race to just sort of go away. You know, it was other people's issue. It wasn't my issue. I wasn't thinking about it.
My mom and I were shopping in Manhattan. We were at Bonwit Tellers in New York, and she runs into someone my age, a young girl. I must have been 11 maybe. And, you know, there's this awkward pause, and she introduces her to me as my cousin. This is your cousin Jane. So we said hello, and very briefly, and then Jane left, and that was that. And eventually my mom explained to me that that was my cousin, and that she wasn't sure they even knew I existed. So there was this sort of calculated attempt this was her sister's daughter, to hide the fact that my mother had a biracial child. It was at that point that I began to become aware that my race was an issue.
It's a double-edged sword. One side is very angry, and then the other side is thankful, because now I have different cultures in me, and I have the knowledge, and I bring it together. And then also, you know, like I said, it's, you know, the evolutionary process of humanity, that eventually everybody, there won't be those breakdowns of what you are, because everybody will be mixed eventually.
Race has been so heavy in the past that we think we have to completely erase it. That's sentimental. No. What you do is you work it through in such a way that it's no longer the fundamental point of reference, but you know it's there.
The bar was here, now it's here, and now we have to move it to where it needs to be so that we can enjoy our lives.